Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and I hope that you guys can see me okay. Thank you so much for joining me on Facebook Live. I'm on a couple of different lives right now. And guys, listen, I wasn't able to do Story Talk last Monday through Wednesday. It was just a very, very busy week for me. And I committed to a project that was delayed, and then everything just kind of came to me at the same time. So I apologize. So I had to cancel Story Talk. In addition to that, I was a little under the weather at the same time. So anyway, I'm back, and it's so good to be back. So, I just wanted to try to make this as quick as possible because I have Hard Truths at 7 o'clock, and you all are all welcome to join me. If I have a moment, I am going to put in the Hard Truth credentials because, I spend a lot of time on Mondays working with this virtual group, and we're talking about various topics as it pertains to autism. And right now, that's what we're talking about, and that's what we've been really focusing on, during this particular time in our lives since the pandemic. We've highlighted other topics and other subjects, but Angela Cooper and Sheila Cooper and Keith Fields and Bishop TJ Williams, he's actually the visionary behind this, Bishop TJ Williams. So I want to give a shout out to all of my folks and all of my people. If I forgot to call your name, forgive me, on Hard Truths, and my husband, Elder Thomas Johnson. But anyway, I just want to do a quick 5-minute session today with you guys. And hey, how you doing? Let me just respond to something really quick, guys. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about, let me just say this, starting December the 1st, and you all know how I am when it comes to my 40-day journeys. I'm about to embark upon this new journey for 40 days, starting December the 1st, and I'm going all the way, this is December 1st, 2023, going all the way into the new year and until January the 9th, 2024. I am on Clubhouse, so those of you who are on Clubhouse and who's joining me in my journal writing rooms, excuse me, in the morning, sometimes in the afternoons, and even in the evening hours or late night hours, thank you so much. I do have some of the sessions on replay for those who have access to Clubhouse. But anyway, just for the sake of what we're here to accomplish, what I'm here to accomplish today, I want to thank everyone who has joined me during this season of Story Talk. I am extending out a little bit, as I mentioned to you guys, because we missed a couple of sessions. So first, I want to show you guys something. So you'll notice in the topic, at least on my Linda Winsome Wilkins Facebook Live, that we're talking about manifestation journal writing. So for those who are on my other live, so that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you all about doing a manifestation journal writing book. And basically, when you think of manifestation, you think of things that are not yet as though they are, that you're speaking into the universe, that you're speaking into existence in your life, right? So I just want to give you guys a couple of examples of what, you can take some kind of journal writing book like this. These are actually journals that I've written in, guys, but I just want to give you guys basic idea of what the journal book can look like. Doesn't have to be a fancy book. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. This is another one. I sometimes colors, colors speaks volumes. Be creative. I always say have fun. When you do this, have fun. Use different colors. Just different varieties. Whatever you need to do, whatever's going to work for you, make it work and have a lot of fun. But anyway, just for the sake of the time, guys, I wanted to let you all know that. So I've been engaging with this Clubhouse audience daily, and I've been doing this through this whole 5th season of Story Talk at the same time. I am going to try to put some of these back on my YouTube channel, and thank you all who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Please share these lives. I'm going to try to go back to even some of my past story talks where I've talked about like the structure of storytelling, but I wanted to come back to the journal writing because in this season, listen, this is the time of Thanksgiving, right? This is the time, the season of giving. We're going to also talk about acts of kindness, journal writing. So I'm doing like 4 journals at the same time, starting on December 1st, December 1st, 2023 to January the 9th, 2024. I am doing a weight loss journal writing book. Yes, I am. I'm back on that journey, y'all. I'm also doing a manifestations journal writing book. In addition to that, I'm doing an affirmations journal writing book, and I'm also doing a money savings plan for financial freedom in my future journal book. I'm having a private Zoom. Anyone who'd like to be invited to this private Zoom, all that I'm asking for is a love offering. There is no charge for it. I just want to introduce this to people who want to save money. And I believe that this can work for you because it has worked for me so many times. If you have a goal for something that you want to manifest in your life, you need to get into this virtual meeting that I'm going to have. So just email me at marshaelyn@aol.com. That's MARSHAELIN @AOL.com. And I will get back to you. In the subject line, I need you to say Linda Johnson's Money Making Virtual Zoom. That's all you say. Linda Johnson's Money Making Virtual Zoom. And then I'll know that that's what it's about, because I'm getting so many emails every day that I can just do a quick search and it'll be a way for me to easily find you. But anyway, I found ways to enhance this this virtual journal writing audience. We basically every day we're coming with a focus, or we're coming on purpose, and with that focus. And in this particular case, we've been talking about manifesting the things that we desire. Right? So things that you desire to manifest can create, I want to say, a more immersive and impactful experience for you. At least I know that's what it's done for me. So I want to just kind of quickly walk you through some of the steps to think about creating the atmosphere and the environment. Number one, you have to be creative, right? And find some kind of dedicated space. Set up a comfortable or inspiring space in your house, on your job. Some people, if you live in an environment where it's hot, maybe you want to go on the beach. Maybe you want to go to the park. Or maybe some people, it's just simply during your day-to-day because you're so busy while you're commuting to go to your job or to go to school. Maybe the library. Whatever works for you. I would just say be as creative as you possibly can, right? And then I would also say make sure you clear any kind of distractions, if it's a television or a radio, if you have children, if you have people around you, try to see if you can tune them out. So try to make sure you're in a environment where you can kind of rid yourself of those kind of distractions, right? Make sure that you have everything that you need. We said, you definitely want to have your journal writing book. It doesn't have to be a fancy one. It can be, listen, I like to write with a pen. I like to write with the journal writing book. I use colors. I use things that tangible things that I can feel. I have one that's like a jean material. I try to just do something different. And not the same. Thank you for the light. Wow. And God said there was light, and there was light. I just got a brighter light. Anyway, so yeah, be creative with that. But make sure you have your journal writing book, or your if you're using an iPad, if you're using your smartphone, if you're using a laptop, or hi Majai, how are you, dear? If you're using a desktop, whatever you're using. Some people can think and write and focus while they're writing on their electronic device. It is up to you. But personally, I like using a book because I reflect and I go back. I go back and I look at what I've written in my journals. And You know, those are the things that you need. And most of all, most importantly, you need your imagination, right? And then set the mood. Some people, listen, I can't write with music, but there are some people who come into my journal writing rooms and they tell me that they write best with some soft, like instrumental music. Or my cousin she did this video, Angela Cooper, and she has this one video that has like raindrops. And, you know, one night I said, let me just try this. And they're like, she has like this phases of Angie. She called them relaxation videos. And I'm telling you, the raindrops just inspired me, gave me some inspiration. I was writing a scene about something that happens to a character and it's raining. So I kind of practiced doing that with the raindrops, but I also, I did some journal writing using it. And I have to tell you, eventually I fell asleep because it was so relaxing. You know, maybe you want to put on some praise music, some love music, love, you know, like some kind of love songs, depending on what you're doing. You be as creative as you can and you make your environment work for you. But I would say make sure that you create a calming and a focused atmosphere and adjust your light. I like to have bright light. Some people like darkness. That's up to you. You know, but I love light. I love the light. I like the sunshine. I like to be out in sometimes a public setting or a place like a park, you know, or a beach. You know, even if I'm on vacation and I'm near a pool, I'll go and sit by the pool, even if it's an indoor pool, just to feel like I'm in the environment of being outside. As long as I can look up and see the sky or the sunshine, I'm good with that. But anyway, again, you know, you playing your soft music, or some people like aromatherapy. Maybe you need some scented candles or some essential oils. Listen, I'm allergic to all of that stuff. But if that's what works for you, especially doing your manifestations journal writing, you have to make sure that it is the perfect environment for you, everyone. Yes. Think of ways that I want to say like a conducive environment, right, for self-reflection, right? Because most of us as a people of African American descent, you know, we have learned to self-express through our writing, right? Or through the spoken word, or whatever it is that we do through poetry. Make it work for you and you do whatever you need to do. But think about the things that you desire and you want to manifest in your life, in your personal life, in your professional life. If you're educational driven, in your educational pursuits, in your spiritual life. You know, so yeah, I've been on this journey, guys, and I'm telling you, I'm so happy. I am super happy because something just happened for me. It was something that I really, really wanted, and guess what? I got it. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And no, it is not a job or nothing like that. It's not money. It's nothing like that. It's just something that I personally prayed for, something that I wanted, and I'm super happy. So I'm happy right now because you know what? Sometimes things that you want, you have to wait a long time for them. But then when God opens up a door and an opportunity comes, it's like, hey, you have to take advantage of it, guys. So yeah. But then so we said, all right, so create a dedicated space wherever you choose to write. Then you want to set your mood. Then this is the real key. Thank you. I like that. My husband just showed me another light. I'm telling you, the light is all around me, guys. But you know what? When the light of God is in you, darkness cannot dwell. Just remember that. And I've been reading about that. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Let me tell you. And that psalm in the 27th Psalm, and I've been reading that. So after you have you've created that in the environment, a space for yourself, and you set the mood, then you have to do some visualization exercises. What I do is sometimes I'll go stand in front of the mirror. You know, in acting, I tell some of the people that I coach, and I'll tell some of the cast members to help you to create a space where you can memorize your lines. You have to do some kind of visualization exercises. So before you begin to write, engage in this kind of visualization exercise. I would say that it is definitely a way to help to connect you with your desires. What I do is I pray. You have to do what works best for you. Some people just sit there and they think, they meditate. That's another good way, to think about visualization. You can close your eyes, right? Some people breathe, take deep breaths. That's a part of something, a practice, or one of the other methods that I use as well. And then imagine yourself like already living the life that you desire. Yeah. Imagine yourself. If you desire to buy a mansion, listen, you can do it. I have a friend, she wanted to live in a mansion. And guess what? She actually bought a mansion. She lived in a mansion, and I even had a room. Whenever I came to her beautiful mansion, I was able to stay in my own room, had my own bathroom. I could go up and downstairs. So it was so many rooms in the mansion. And I said, wow, this is possible. This is achievable. But you know what? It takes faith to believe. It takes faith to believe. And it doesn't always have to be something material either. It doesn't have to be a car. It doesn't have to be a house. It could just be something as simply as, I desire to lose weight. I had to post up a picture my uncle had given me when I went home to visit. He gave me a picture of myself when I was with this group Eye for an Hour, and I was so small. So I had to post a picture up, and I'm looking at this picture. This is like a visualization exercise for me, because I'm imagining myself being at a desirable weight. That was probably too small, but at least close enough to it. It gives me something to work towards, right? So as you do these visualizations, exercises for yourself, take deep breaths, close your eyes, imagine yourself already living the life that you imagine. I see my cousin on here. Hey, cousin Patricia, it's so good to see you. And once you come to that place, write it down. Write down what it is that you desire. Don't be afraid to dream beyond what is in your reach, beyond what seems or appears to be the impossible. Listen, I tell people, if you desire to have a job and you want a job that's paying you 6 figures, put down 7 figures. Write a check for $1 million. And post it on your vision board. And you know what? I said, go for the heights. I'm writing a check for $1 billion. I'm going for the heights. That's how you dream big and you imagine, right? So after you've come to that place and you're finally starting to visualize and doing these visualization exercises, you have to also think about the specific details and the emotions and maybe some of the experiences that are associated with the things that you desire to manifest. So then here's the real key. And this is something that I do even with positive thinking will make you happy, to help you to maintain a positive mindset, right? Affirmations and whatever mantras you do. You have to incorporate these manifestations and mantras into your journal writing sessions. That's what I do, right? Write down positive statements. I say positive things, positive thoughts, positive vibes. Those are the things that will make me happy. So I have to say them, and I have to say what they are. Maybe you may have to post some positive things around you. I did this before. There were things that I wanted and things that I wanted to achieve. This is before I even went back to college. I wrote down all of these different quotes and, just things that I wanted to do. I wrote down all of the people in the industry that I desired to interview. And guess what? I just about almost interviewed almost half of the people. I prayed and I said, God, I want to meet this person. And people say, how do you meet these famous people? I write them a letter. I reach out to them. I call them. And sometimes I'll talk to them on the phone, and we've been friends for years. But you know what? You have not because you ask not. Don't be afraid to dream big. I'm here to help you to do that. Okay? I'm here to help you to do that. So once you are starting to write out these affirmations and mantras, you can post them. You can say them every day. I heard a young girl, it was a young girl, it was on a TikTok video or a YouTube video, and she says, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am confident. You have to do this for yourself, right? I am at a comfortable weight. I'm telling you, give me a year from now and we're going to come back to this conversation and I'm going to share this video and I'll do a video on top of it. And you guys, you would be so proud of yourself, but I am going to be so proud of myself because I'm focused, I'm confident, and I am motivated and I can do this. Because you know what? You have to think positive. You have to be positive because you can do this. So as we are manifesting and believing God to manifest our dreams, that the dreams, the things we desire will come to pass, just keep saying them. Don't allow no one to put anything negative into the atmosphere. If it goes against what you're believing, you know what? You may have to kind of cut some of those people that's saying those things, cut them out of your life for a minute and say, listen, this is what I'm believing and this is what I'm doing. And if you can't get on board and believe with me, right now I have to cut off the dead weight because I'm on a journey. So y'all going to hear a whole different Linda Johnson. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I mean it. I love you. I'm always going to love you. But right now I have to stay focused. So I'm telling you to stay focused, right? In all things, give thanks. That's what First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 18 says. In all things give thanks, for this is the will of God concerning you, concerning your life. And I've learned in whatever situation you're in to be content. That's easier said than done. But you know what? When I look back over my life, oh, glory to God, I can just tell you, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know, guys. For those who know the multiple sclerosis journey, and Magi knows, when I couldn't walk, when I could hardly, when I was losing my vision, I think back to what the Lord has done for me. Now, if you saw me now, you would never know. You would never know. So, you know what? I'm thankful. So even when you're doing your affirmations, tell God what you're thankful for. You know, think of gratitude. We just did gratitude week before last. So yeah, you're going to write these things down. You're going to write your thoughts down. You're going to write down what you're believing, and you're going to have to constantly reinforce your belief, and they must align with your thoughts and the things that you desire to manifest. Reflect on what you're grateful for. Look, we just went through the whole Thanksgiving season. So, Thanksgiving, a holiday season, right? So when you're writing about the specific things that you do desire, you're going to reflect on your gratitude. Be thankful for where you are. Be thankful for where you came from, but be thankful for where you're going. And that's what you have to keep saying. And that's what you have to keep writing. And that's what you have to keep believing. And I could go on and on and on, but I have like maybe 4 more minutes, guys. So let me just, I hope I didn't forget anything. Be very, very, very specific. Be specific. And listen, this is your personal journey. This is my personal journey. This is what I'm believing God for. You're believing him for something else for yourself. Write it down. If a thought comes to your mind, trust me. You might say to yourself, oh, I'll remember that. And guess what? 3-4 days later, you'll be like, oh, what was I thinking? Listen, write it down, because trust me, you're going to be so proud of yourself that you wrote it down so you won't forget it. The things that you dream, either when you're asleep or the things that you dream of, you have a dream to be an attorney or a doctor or whatever it is, keep saying it. Keep believing it. I don't care how old you are either. You desire to have your own. Guess what? You will have your own. You won't have to be dependent upon your parents or dependent upon a man or a woman or a roommate or whatever. God is going to open up a door for you. Yes. And you will have your own home. You will have your own car. You will have your own entrepreneurship, job, business, whatever it is you desire. Write it down. Believe it. I'm telling you, do this manifestations journal with me. And I promise you, you're going to be so happy and you're going to be so proud of yourself. As we're going into the close of this year in 2023, going into the new year, 2024, listen, let's change it up. Let's just go for it. Go for the impossible. Go for the big. Go for the big. That's what I'm doing. Yes. But anyway, do some acrostic poems and post those up too. So I'm going to do my vision board, and I'm doing this with a group of people. We're going to do it on a virtual Zoom. So again, my email address is marshalyn@aol.com. Hard Truths, I'm going to be with y'all soon. I know y'all going to be going on the virtual Zoom, but I will be on about maybe 10 minutes after, because I have to finish this. This is important, right? Always, 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 as I said, be specific, right? I have learned to clearly articulate what it is that I want to manifest in my personal, professional, spiritual, and in my social life. I describe them, the things. I talk to God. Sometimes I get on my knees and pray. Sometimes I might just be sitting or laying in my bed talking to God. I might be walking down the street and the thoughts are going through my head. Whatever it is, stay focused. Don't give up. Just keep a clear, vivid picture of your manifestations. Then, here's the fun part. Make it fun. Use creative techniques, right? Explore different kinds of creative techniques to enhance your writing, right? When I write in my journals, I had shared this with y'all before. Before I even start, let me show this to y'all real quick. In the beginning of all of my journal books, I hope y'all can see this because I'm on a couple of different lives. I write a list out of the things that I want to accomplish and achieve, right? And throughout that particular, let me just show y'all so y'all don't think I'm just making this up. I just want to show y'all that these pages are written in. But I'm not going to tell you everything that's written herein, but I will show you that when it's over, I'm going to skim through this because I don't want y'all to know my business, because this is between me and God, right? But this is the last. When it's finished, then I take this last page and I fold it in half. You see this page is folded, and inside is what I accomplished. And I want to show this to y'all so y'all don't think I'm making this up. This is for real. And this is the front part of it. Where is it? Yeah, this is the beginning, right? And this is what I wanted to accomplish, right? And this is the back. And this is what I did accomplish. Yeah. So this is a quick, example to show you. You can do this, guys. If you get weak, if you feel like you have writer's block, this is what I tell everyone. Write down one word. Every day you're going to write something. If it's one word, if it's one sentence, if it's one paragraph. Maybe you don't want to write. Maybe you want to record it. People have smartphones. People have digital devices. Speak it. Go back and listen to it. I do that too. My next project is I am going to be working on an audio book. Oh yes, guys. I'm telling you, I'm so excited for my future. I don't know about you, but I am, right? So you're going to be creative. Use colors, use symbols, use images, use pictures. Anything that resonates with you and evoke the feelings that are associated with what it is you desire to manifest. Use that. Be creative. Reflect and review. I have guided journal writing books that are available on Amazon. If I had time, I would post them, but I have to go into this virtual Zoom with Hard Truths. But I will tell you, as you reflect and as you review, in my guided journal writing books, I wanted to make it a way that people could take the time to reflect and people could take the time to review. So think about doing that. And after each journal writing session that you do, you can go back just to reflect on what it is that maybe you discovered during that particular day or week, or that particular journey in general, right? And then you're going to take some time to think about or revisit those entries, because that's what I do. I go back and read these journal writing books and look at what I wrote, especially my dream journals. And sometimes, well, most of the time, it gives me really, really, real creative ideas for real fiction stories that I am writing. Yes, it does. So reflecting and review is also a very important, I want to say, method that I do and that I use. And I think it will work for you too. Right. So at the end of it, you'll be able to track your progress and you'll be very, very proud of yourselves. You're going to always celebrate the small steps or, the things that it's almost like having a vision board. And every time something is accomplished, check it off. Give God, it's like I thank God in advance. Before I publish one book. I did a vision board with the whole group of people. I think I had 10 books that I wanted to publish. And I had did a picture, created the design for how I wanted it. And everyone that was on that virtual Zoom saw the next year, I had 5 of those books that I published. I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to pump myself up or puff myself up. I'm just telling you, this stuff is possible. But sometimes you have to partner with someone who's done it. You need a mentor. Mentor with someone who's serious. I am serious about my writing. I am very serious. I'm also a proof editor. So I like to help people with their writing. I do charge for it. It's not free. That's how I make my money now. And right now it's been real slow. So I have the time to do this because it's been slow. So I figured, let me just close the year out like this with my manifestations journals and the other ones that I've mentioned, and then start the new year with a bang. Because I'm telling you, before January the 10th, because January the 9th of 2024 is going to be the last day of my journey. But I'm going to tell you, before January the 10th come, I already know. I know it in the spirit. I know it because I believe it. Things are going to begin to manifest themselves. And it's going to happen for you too. According to your faith, be it unto you what you believe, what you're writing, what you're doing. Write it down, guys. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me on Story Talk. And I know this was a little long, but I told you guys, and I told the followers on Clubhouse I was going to do this. So you can come back and look at this at a later time. But please, please, please do me a favor. Please share this live. Please share this live on your Facebook page. And then when you share it, can you ask others to share it, please, as well? I truly, truly appreciate it. And remember, always remember that the key is to engage in your journal writing sessions with intentions, focus, and belief. You must believe. I believe, but you have to believe for yourself. Yes. So you got to trust in the process. And remember, stay committed to your manifestations. And what I tell everyone that joins me is when you're writing, be happy. Enjoy the experience. And before I close this Facebook Live, I want to share scripture that aligns with my mission and aligns with my message. And many of you know that I have this book, Positive Thinking Will Make You Happy. This was the very first book that I published. There's a reason for everything that you see. There's symbolization with the face, with the sky, with the clouds, and with the rainbow. All of this, all of this, all of this, it means something to me. And it'll be the same way when you publish your book. You want everything to be a part of what it is that you desire. You can do it, guys. I believe in you. You can do it. Philippians chapter 4, verse 8 says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, to think on these things. Guys, those are all positive things. I love you guys. Please keep me in your prayers. Please keep me in your prayers. If you need someone to help you to tell your story, because I believe we all have a story. I also believe that the story that we really, really need to write is the one we've always been afraid to tell. Well, this is what I do, and I can help you. I can coach you. I can assist you. I can give you some advice. It doesn't cost you anything to get some advice from me. My email address again is marshalyn@aol.com. I hope to hear from you guys, and don't forget to share the live. Until next time, I'll see you on Story Talk tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and look out for my YouTube channel, Story Talk with Linda Johnson. God bless you all. God bless you all, and have a blessed night.